Yo, this adds a whole new layer to our reparations claim. This government didn't just steal from us through enslavement and by confiscating over 12 million acres of land in the 1900s, which would account to the theft of over 90% of our land, but they also stole over $600 billion through unfair taxes right after slavery. So starting in the late 19th century and early 20th century, this is what they would do. They would artificially inflate our property tax value estimates and subsequently overcharge us. And because we couldn't pay those exorbitant taxes, they then come in and systemically steal our land. For example, Anthony Fleming and J.R. Rooks were two black men who were forced off their farmland by white supremacist mobs. They then went on to establish a town with the goal of enabling black Americans to own land. This is after they were already forced off their land by a white supremacist mob. By 1911, this town, Edmondson, Arkansas, encompassed 30 square miles of stores, a bank, a hotel, and a post office for local black homeowners. Then, 20 years later, this town was no more after white plantation owners plotted to seize land by imposing taxes on lots that Edmondson residents were unaware of. These black folks who owned this property had no idea about these taxes, and then because they didn't pay them, their land was taken. These plantation owners who stole the land then had all the buildings demolished. Now the population in Edmondson, Arkansas is about 500 people, and the median income is roughly $28,000. From 1870 to 2020, black Americans were overtaxed by more than $27.5 billion. And the 12 million acres that were stolen from us throughout the 1900s would equate to $326 billion today. But we don't work hard, but DEI is racist against white folks, but we don't deserve reparations? This is yet another reason why the work that Kavon Ward and Where's My Land is doing is so important. Because it didn't just happen then, it's happening now. And for the cases that happened then, there are black families who are fighting for that land back through Kavon Ward and Where's My Land's help, such as the descendants of those who lived in Russell City, California. This was a black community in the Bay Area of California that consisted of 1,400 people and 400 homes, who created a prosperous community despite the fact that they were redlined. Yet and still, they have their land stolen through eminent domain laws. But their descendants are resisting and fighting back. That's why it's of the utmost importance that we support people like Kavon Ward and her organization, Where's My Land, as they do this work. Because it's still happening, y'all. And an apology just ain't enough.